Hello, friends. Hello, Mr. Bill. Kicker. How's it going? Down. Turn that way down. So the Square Enix event is today. Oh, I was gonna put on my Final Fantasy shirt. Oh well, it's fine. So we're expecting to see some Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 stuff. And there's rumors of a Crisis Core remake. I did not bet this song. You are not allowed on my stream. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at, and everybody's kind of streaming it right now. So let's see what Fletcher's up to. Okay, in my opinion, I think it's good to have like a little, you know, how I have like my stream starting soon, little, like, you know, intro, whatever you want to call it. It's good to have like a short little one. Fletcher lets his go for like 10 or 15 minutes. I'm like, that's too damn long, man. It's too damn long. But whatever. It's his stream. He can do whatever he wants. Yeah. Yeah. So, today is my last day at FedEx. It's a big deal. It's a big day. It's exciting. Happy to, it's bittersweet. You know, I am gonna miss parts of it. Working winters there, I'm definitely not gonna miss. But, definitely gonna miss the people. Seeing my friends every day. My work friends. Okay, it was fine where it was. It was all... Oh, I messed it up. I messed it up. I should have left it alone. The house is good. The backyard's coming together. Um, I'm having like a housewarming party. I'm actually having two housewarming parties. I'm having one for all of my work friends, and that's like uh going away slash like leaving FedEx slash housewarming party. But I've got a like outside dining set now, and I still haven't had time to put my sectional couch together. It's still sitting here in boxes next to me. But I think I should have time this weekend to put that together. True. More like dead X. You got that right. They're gonna be screwed without me. In order of importance at that company, it goes Fred Smith, Jason Braun. Fred Smith is the founder and CEO, and he still runs the thing. He's like 80 some years old. He still runs the thing. See. How old is Fred Smith? 77. All right, so he's not quite 80. I thought he was in his 80s, but yeah. Housewarming party in June. It'll actually be in July, but yeah. What's wrong with having a house party, housewarming party in June? Is that a thing? This showcase is only supposed to be like 10 minutes. It's gonna be real short. Like I will almost certainly have a longer intro and outro than the showcase itself. But it's like a Final Fantasy VII 25-year anniversary event because it came out 25 years ago. Crazy? Aren't, aren't we all getting old? I certainly feel old. 1997 is when it came out. And now it is 2022. So do that math. It makes, yeah, that's 25 years. Even worse, July is hotter. Yeah, oh well. It'll be in the evening, so like it'll cool down by then. And also, I do have an inside as well. So if people get too hot, they can go inside the house. And don't worry, there will be plenty of cool drinks to be had. You know what I mean? Hot food and cold drinks. What's new with you guys? What's going on in the life of Kicker and Mr. Bill? I'm glad you got some new pants, Kicker. You definitely, definitely seem like you need them. Okay, hold on. Are you ready for this?
It's awesome watching you stream. I
Is it
think you
working?
are an example of, as much as the internet can be an awful place, you know, there's lots of cool, genuine, warm people on here. I say as I murder somebody.
There you go. I got my shoutouts to work. Or, I mean, it's not like I had trouble getting them to work. I just was lazy and didn't set them up. So I'm glad I got them set up. Housewarming party in the summer. I mean, it's just appropriate, right? Doing good. Mostly out with friends. Going to 50s car meets. Nice. 1997. I remember like it was only 25 years ago. Yeah. And not a day more. I don't know what the exact release date was. I don't remember. Fantasy 7 release date. January 31st. Although I'm pretty sure there was like a rolling release that was probably in Japan that it was January 31st. Maybe it was everywhere all at once. Hmm. I don't know. Seems like it was. I guess it was just released all at once. I assumed, especially back then, everything was like released in Japan first, and then a couple months later it would come out in like the U.S., and then a little bit after that Europe, and Fletcher's still sitting there doing nothing. He's been live for 15 minutes, and he still has his stream starting soon. Too long, man. It's too long. People are gonna get bored and bail. Although, okay, wild predictions. This isn't gonna happen because this is the Final Fantasy VII anniversary event. There we go. He's finally live. But the Bouncer, man, I would love to get a Bouncer remake or remaster or sequel or something. If we're talking Square, that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see, man. The Bouncer. That game was dope. And I feel like there's I could see it being like dark. I don't want to say Dark Soulsy, but like maybe more like Devil May Cry kind of like beat 'em up. You know, I don't know, but like that kind of game, like make or like Sifu. Like I haven't played Sifu, but like I mean, just kind of flesh that out. That's what I want to see. Seems like they're starting, yeah, at exactly 6 o'clock. I guess it's square. Like PlayStation will usually, we can go and like switch over to it. I guess whatever. Like PlayStation when they do their showcases. Wait. When PlayStation does their showcases, they usually have like a 5-minute intro or something. But it seems like it's just gonna go when it goes. You can't miss a minute. Can't miss a second. No buffer time. You see what Fletcher's saying? See what Fletcher's saying. We're gonna rate him afterwards, by the way, just as a heads up.
I'm going to jump into a Discord call with K-Nite, and we're going to kind of debrief.
Yeah,
So
that's the plan.
basically, the first.
So after we watch it, we're gonna watch it just individually, and then we're gonna jump in Discord and talk about it.
This content here, and reacting to it and talking about it. So my predictions. I think we're gonna get a very, 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 very brief teaser for. No, it's coming in the next 8 minutes. Well, it'll be in the next like 15 minutes because it's a 10-minute presentation for the 25th anniversary of FF7, and they said lots of news. I think we're gonna get some Ever Crisis news, which is the mobile game
Right.
that they've been talking about for
Forever.
like over a year now, and it just is kind of like FF7 but mobile.
Yeah. They decided to push the battle royale game instead of the mobile game, which is dumb.
Some other big company is going to be involved in this. We don't know who that is though. Theories have been like Nintendo, which would suggest like a Switch port
Yeah.
of something. Most likely Crisis Core would be my guess.
I mean, it's an easy thing to like cut out. I mean, you know, hanging out with friends and sleeping is important. You know, I love playing video games. I make time to play video games because it's something I enjoy so much. But I have been doing just like a lot of shit lately. Like just like I have got so much stuff lined up and it is so exciting. I've got concerts and I've got vacations and I've got just like doing shit with family and like man. It's just like I'm like I feel like everybody's kind of doing this. Like now that COVID is over, the pandemic is over, quote unquote. We're all just like making up for lost time. At least that's what I'm doing, man. Like I have been more busy in the past month than I was the previous 2 years. And I bought a house in the previous 2 years. And that was a lot of work and a lot of time commitment, but man, it's been fun. It's been real fun. And I'm tired all the time. But I said this on my last stream in a good way. Tired in a good way. I love sleeping with friends and hanging with games. Yeah. That's a good way to be. It's a good way to be, man. So you know that guy, fuck, I can't remember his name. He's very French. They call him the Jerry Seinfeld of France. It's a very French name. I can't think of it. But like, when Americans talk about friends with benefits and, having friends that you sleep with occasionally and, all these things, I was like, oh, in France, we call those friends. Just like, all right, gives you a little bit of insight to the French culture there. Oh man. Okay, hold on. The girl who does the voice of Aerith just went live, and she streams regularly, but like not that regularly. I'd be interested to see what she has to say. Because I watched her entire playthrough of Final Fantasy VII Remake, and it was super cute. She is just adorable. Just be live. Ain't got no time to waste. You got 5 minutes, girl. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Finger guns. That's like her thing. Finger guns. Cute. Probably shouldn't show that. I don't know. It's fine. I don't think there's anything on here that. No. That's just like Fletcher's uh mod view. Well, sometimes when we're out drinking, be at home at 5 a.m. So sleeping is not fun when the sun is up. Yeah, man. I feel you there. I feel you there. Coming home from work at like 6 o'clock every day. No fun. It's really hard to sleep when the sun is up. Like today, I got about 4 hours of sleep. Like I tried. Like I stayed in bed and I was like, I gotta get some more sleep. And I just couldn't. Partially because of the sun. Partially because it just gets super hot in my room. And it's hard to sleep when it's real hot. Two minutes. Hooah! I really hope we don't have any issues with like anything. I hope because since they're not doing any kind of intro here. 60 seconds. Three. Okay, she's here.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, looks like it's going through. Okay. All right. Come on. 60 seconds. Less than. Tuwa. What's up, Fletch? I was watching your stream as well. Hey, bud. Come on. Give me something.
Not in my normal setup, so everything is just a little bit wonky, but I'm just really excited about this, and so I thought I'd hop on and we'd do it together, and that helps me calm down. So thanks everybody for being here. I'm really excited for this. I have.
All right, the countdown has stopped. Should I refresh? I feel like that's just gonna mess it up. Oh, okay, should be any minute now. They're late. Well, that's it. I quit. We're not even gonna watch it. Okay, I guess it is 5:59 according to my clock. Crazy. Hasn't even started. I mean, there's 44,000 people watching. I assume it's on Twitch as well. I mean, everybody's streaming it, so like, at least all the people I follow. They, yeah, Square Enix does have their own channel. There you go. Throw them a follow. Oh! Okay, we got another 3 minutes.
So,
Why are you being weird? Go away. You've been watching my streams for more than 3 years? Has it really been that long? Yeah, man. I mean, I've been streaming for almost 5. I gotta start planning for my 5-year stream anniversary. Oh, wait, why are you being weird? There we go. Yeah, let's see. Oh, since June 15th, 2019. Holy crap. Yeah, that's right at 3 years. 3 years and a day. Well, thank you. Thanks for sticking around for 3 years, man. That's awesome. There are very few that have been around as long as you have. I think you started watching me when I was playing God of War, was it? Was that the first time you hopped into one of my streams? Red Dead? Okay. It's hard to believe I played Red Dead 3 years ago. Doesn't seem that long ago. $55, $54, $53, $52, $51, $50, $49, $48. I'm not gonna count that the whole time. Yeah, legit though. Is that sound okay? Is anything too loud? Am I too loud? Is the video too loud? Let me know. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Crisis. Are we getting a Before Crisis remake? That'd be awesome. That could be a PSP game. I mean, I guess that wasn't Sturgis earlier. I mean, they're hitting up everything. They're mentioning everything. Quarter century.
Cloud, let us defy destiny.
together.
Right into it.
They're gonna drop plate number 7.
They're gonna do what?
What the?
This will be a memory to cherish for the rest of your lives.
What have you done? They deserve what's coming to them.
Xbox release or
But
something.
I'm not your sister.
Yeah. That's awesome, man.
Now,
Gives me all
let the hunt
warm and
begin.
fuzzies.
Surrender to the darkness. Embrace it.
This is just wrong.
Theme. There you go. Oh, indeed. Xbox.
皆さんこんにちは。ファイナルファンタジー7 25周年放送ファイナルファンタジー7 25th アニバーサリーセレブレーションの案内役を務めます北瀬義則です。この放送では FF7 に関連し
I don't
た
speak German.
さまざまな情報をお届けしていきます。
I need English. What the
短い
fuck?
時間ではありますが皆様にお伝えしたい最新情報が
Okay, there we go.
たくさんありますのでぜひ最後まで
See
お付き合
Fletcher
いください。
have the same issue.
最初にご覧いただいたのはファイナルファンタジー7リメイクインターグレードの Steam 版の配信決定のお知らせでした。 Steam ユーザーの皆さんお待たせいたしました。ついにこの日がやってまいりました。プレイステーション4版ファイナルファンタジー7リメイクはおかげさまで皆様に大変高い評価をいただきました。昨年はプレイステーション5版そして PC 向けにはファイナルファンタジー7リメイクインターグレードをエピックゲームストアで発売いたしました。この度 Steam でリリースすることでさらに多くのプレイヤーの皆さんに楽しんでいただきたいと考えております。またファイナルファンタジー7リメイクインターグレードは
Nice, of course.
すでに一部地域で発売されている
Just a
Steam
smart
デック
move.
にも対応いたします。Steam デックなら場所を選ばず気軽に本作をお楽しみいただけます。
Crazy how powerful that little thing is.
さて続いては
I mean, it's not that small. but
FF725 周年に関連した情報をご
For a
覧くだ
mobile
さい。
device. Or a mobile console. Cool. Nice. Awesome. Neat. I like it. Yo. Neato, gang. A campaign commemorating Final Fantasy 20. Oh, on social media. Okay.
FF725 周年をファンの皆様と楽しめるようさまざまな試みを準備しております。楽しみにお待ちください。それでは FF7 モバイルタイトルの情報を続けてご覧ください。
All right. Boo. This is the mobile battle royale that is based on Final Fantasy VII. Because dollar bills, yo. Like what even are these skins? What the fuck does this have to do with Final Fantasy VII? I will never play that. I don't think there's any way you could ever get me to play that. That is just not what Final Fantasy is about. For me. If you play it and you like it, good on you. But I can't imagine it's doing that well. All right, here we go. Ever Crisis. This is what I wanted to see. Honestly, I hope it's not free to play. I would much rather just like pay for a good game than have, you know, an ad-laden microtransaction-y version of Final Fantasy VII. And the way they're doing it seems super cool, where they're like taking all of the story and making it into one. Like, this is what the remake just should have been. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of cosmetics, which is cool. It's cool, but that just makes me think microtransactions. Oh boy. He back. He back. More stuff with Zach? And I guarantee you, they're gonna make. God damn it. Oh, god damn it. They're gonna make some shit canon in that game that you have to understand to be able to play any other Final Fantasy VII game, including the remake.
現在配信中の
I'm still excited though. I'm definitely gonna play it.
The First Soldier の新情報と Final Fantasy VII
Alright,
エバークライス
release
の
date
最新映像をお
now.
届けいたしました。続いてはこちらをご覧く
Still
だ
no
さい。
release date?
FF7 ファンの皆様にはきっと喜んでいただける情報になるのではないでしょうか。もちろん私自身も非常に楽しみにしております。
Seriously? How are they? It's a mobile game. How is there still no release date on it?
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah. This is
The
what I
price
heard.
of freedom is steep.
They're doing a remake of Crisis Core.
Zach speaking.
All right, Mr. Bill. Thanks for tuning in, friend.
And Gio. I can cut loose, right?
Within reason.
It's showtime.
Soldier First Class Genesis. A month ago, he went missing during a mission in Wutai.
You know, I've never actually seen you use that. Don't you think it's sort of a waste?
Use brings about wear, tear, and rust, and that's a real waste.
So is this? It doesn't really look like that much of a remake or even a remaster. Maybe just like a port.
G gave birth to the man we know as Genesis.
Which I mean, it's not a bad idea.
Project G.
Because
Project Genesis.
I guess it does
Settle
look better.
Zack the puppy. What do you know?
Shit, lapdogs!
Hello?
Heaven?
Not quite. It's a church.
By the way, what is your dream? To become first? Is it?
No, to become a hero.
Ah, good. Unattainable dreams are the best kind.
Embrace your dreams. And whatever happens, protect your honor. As soldier!
I mean, they kind of have to do this because of how important this story is in the remake. Reunion. They're calling it Reunion. Okay. This winter. So I feel like they almost kind of had to do that.
さて、次の映像が最後の情報です。それではどうぞご覧ください。
Alright, this has got to be it. The big one. Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2.
What we've done, that's set in stone. The past is forever.
That's
But
brief.
the future, even if it has been written, can be changed. So focus on the future, not the past.
He wants to finish what he started. He wants to reclaim his birthright and rule over the planet with Genova at his side. I saw you lying there. I figured it was too late.
Wait, what are you implying? That I died? That I'm some kind of imposter?
You were here with me 5 years ago. Where are you? What happened to you?
I'm trying so hard to find you.
Sorry. Feel like I failed you.
Rebirth. We got a name. We got a name. Next winter. It's going to take forever to get these games out.
ファイナルファンタジー7リメイクプロジェクトの第2作目にあたるファイナルファンタジー7リバースを発表させていただきました。現在チーム一丸となって鋭意制作中です。そしてリメイクプロジェクトの発表時から複数作にわたって展開することをお伝えしておりましたが、ファイナルファンタジー7リメイク、ファイナルファンタジー7リバース、そしてその先のもう一作の全3部作で完結することをお知らせいたします。まずはファイナルファンタジー7リバースを楽しみにしていただき、ぜひ本プロジェクトの完結までお付き合いいただければと思います。25周年もそれ以降も皆様にお楽しみいただけるようチーム一同尽力してまいります。本日はお付き合いいただきましてありがとうございました。
Alright. Got a lot to unpack here. Got a lot to unpack. Okay. I kind of before we jump in with Fletcher, I kind of just want to watch that remake trailer again. The Rebirth trailer again. Okay. Maybe, I don't know, maybe we should just jump in with them.
Watch this, K-Nite? Is this something we can do? Yeah, let's hop on Discord. No reason to delay that. Let's do it.
Okay.
Brother, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay.
Do you want to share your screen or do you want me to share mine?
Well, we can have Discord up. And so how do we rewatch this trailer?
I'm sure it'll be in Square Enix's channel.
All right, let's check.
I'm sure it's already there.
Okay, yeah, the VOD from the live broadcast is. I'll share my screen.
Okay. I got too many windows open. Bria's crying. She's adorable. I knew she would.
I know.
But
see, here's the thing. This is the first announcement. Yeah, mostly what we've expected, Jorgs. I would agree with that. I called almost everything in this except for the intergrade thing, which to me is I didn't even realize that it wasn't available on Steam. But everything else I pretty much called. The one thing we didn't get that I don't know. There were rumors that there was going to be some kind of Netflix thing, and that didn't happen. But that's okay. That was a long shot. Not even rumors. There was speculation, I would say. All right. Can you see my screen? I think I'm screen sharing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see it.
Because I've just got it up on my stream.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna go back to. I'm excited about. I definitely want to stream Crisis Core. I think that's gonna be fun. And it looks like they've really touched up the graphics here. I mean, it's really not my favorite game, honestly. It's got its ups and downs, but like, it'll be fun to.
It'll be fun to replay. Yeah, I mean, I haven't played it in so long. So I was thinking, like, it didn't look like the graphics had been improved like that much.
I feel like they've smoothened them out quite a bit.
I mean, smoothed it out, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's really
because
it's just like a remaster. It's not a remake or like a ground up.
It's a reunion. It's a reunion, K-Nite. It's a reunion. It's Crisis Core reunion.
Right, because we can't just call it a remaster.
Square Enix will never call anything a remake or a remaster ever again.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to start.
What we've done, that's set in stone. The past is forever.
Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this with me?
Yes. Can be changed. So focus on the future.
All right. So we're looking at Zack and Cloud again there. This is clearly Nibelheim flashbacks, which looks incredible. What is that though?
What?
In the background, are those the mountains?
That's what I was thinking. It's got to be like because they're obviously on their way up to the reactor, but
yeah, they're just weird looking. They remind me of like the FF14 like crystal things.
Oh yeah.
Wait.
That whole thing.
Go back. We're gonna go back to that.
Yes.
I saw you lying there. I figured it was too late.
Wait, what are you implying? That I died? That I'm some kind of imposter?
I mean, that's Tifa saying that, obviously.
Yeah, obviously that's Tifa.
What?
That's weird. They added that.
Absolutely, they added that. So, I mean, we knew things were changing a lot, but like Tifa's.
I kind of like it though. That's kind of an interesting angle. That like there's. I mean, it's a tension between Cloud and Tifa that I don't think existed, which is something that would be cool to like go more into because like I think one of my bigger issues, even with OG, as much as I love it, is that like Tifa doesn't push back like at all against Cloud and everything he says.
Yeah.
And like you never really understand why. I mean, you kind of get it. She says she doesn't want him to leave, but that's such a weak like explanation considering the consequences of her not doing anything.
Right.
I don't know. Some kind of tension there is interesting. I don't hate that idea.
So wait, you think that's just in reference to her in the reactor? Like
yeah, I mean, so Cloud is saying okay. My take on this is Cloud is saying, I saw you lying there,
Yeah.
And because he doesn't in the way he tells the story, he doesn't go to her. Like he just runs after Sephiroth. And so he's basically saying that he assumes Tifa was dead. And then in the original, Tifa's just like, "Oh, okay." But in this one, she's like almost gets it sounds like she's almost offended that like he thought she died.
Okay. All right. That makes
But
more
I don't
sense.
know.
Yeah.
We might be missing some context there. Like there might be more dialogue around that exchange that we're not hearing.
Oh, I'm sure there. I mean, there obviously is.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think a little bit of tension between Cloud and Tifa, especially in the sort of Disc 1 events, definitely like makes the story better.
Yeah.
Because I think the more those two are at odds, and it kind of pushes Cloud towards Aerith more.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. Early story that serves well, I think.
Yeah. But like, I mean, what do you think? Like, imposter.
Like, well, I don't know. That's weird.
That's
because
what threw me
Cloud,
off is the imposter
Cloud's
part.
the
Like,
imposter. Well, Tifa's like, I think the implication is like, you think I died in Nibelheim? Then who am I right now?
right.
Who did you think I was when you met me in Midgar?
Yeah. And why has he not said anything about that? Like, why is he not surprised that she's alive?
And in some sense, I almost feel like that's Tifa displacing her own subconscious like anxieties, because like she in her head has a lot more of a reason to kind of have that suspicion of Cloud.
Yeah.
And yet Cloud's almost accusing her of it. I don't know. It's weird. That's a weird line. I didn't catch it my first watch through. But let's carry on. I think also this almost looks like in-game graphics, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think this is in game. But it's on the PlayStation 5, so obviously it's going to be better.
You were here with me.
Yeah.
5 years ago. Where are you?
So I think they're obviously seeding this stuff in a lot early. Okay, this line. I'm trying so hard to find you. Do you remember where that happens in the game?
Trying so hard to find you?
Yeah, when Aerith says that, because that's an Aerith line.
No.
That is something that she says to Cloud on their date at Gold Saucer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you think
because she's saying
that we're getting Gold Saucer in this?
I mean, we're definitely getting Gold Saucer, but I didn't think we would get to the date. Like, that is all the way through. That means Sid is going to be in this fucking game.
Yeah, yeah.
Or they're completely jumbling up everything. Or they're adding the date to the first Gold Saucer visit somehow, and everything's going to be condensed.
Could just be a flash forward. Like, I mean, they had that in the first one, so, like, they could just be expanding on their flash forwards.
Potentially. Yeah, I could see that too. But okay, well, I'm going to come back to that in a minute though.
Okay.
Sorry. Feel like I failed you.
All right, who do you think Cloud is saying that to? Aerith or? I feel like it's Aerith or Tifa, or maybe even Zack.
I feel like, it's got to be Zack.
Does he fail?
But also, I mean, with that line with Aerith right before that.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't think these lines are. I think these lines are like we're getting them, and then I think they're spliced.
Right.
So like what we're hearing is not necessarily the response to the line before it.
Right. Right.
So any of these could be anything. Right. I almost feel like that is about Zack.
Yeah.
Like I failed you. I failed to be your like living legacy or whatever.
Yeah.
But it could be about Tifa. It could be about Aerith.
They're just throwing it like after the Aerith line just to.
Yeah, just to fuck with us.
Yeah, just to fuck with us. Because that's exactly.
And that's But I mean, Cloud's big character arc towards the end is kind of feeling like he failed everyone. So that's not. It could be anybody. Next winter fucking blows my mind. I cannot believe we're getting this next year. Next winter definitely means next year, right?
Yeah, that's what I assume. Winter of 2023.
Yeah. So like early next year. Is this coming out before Final Fantasy 16?
I assumed it was like
December.
Like December of next year.
Okay. So it's like not the coming winter, but the next winter.
Next one. That's what I
So
assumed.
it could be like January, February 2024.
Right, it could be, yeah.
All right. That makes more sense to me. I think
what
we're
exactly
looking at.
Did it say? Go back.
It says next winter.
Next winter.
Rebirth. I like that title. Next winter.
Okay, next winter.
On the PS5.
I feel like
so it's definitely a PS5.
Winter. And if it was this winter, I feel like they'd have a more set date.
Maybe PS5s will be accessible by then.
It may be. I wouldn't get my hopes up.
Yeah, dude. I've heard that they're making a new controller now, and it's like, why are you guys making new controllers before you're even making enough of the freaking console?
They're making new controllers so they can use less parts, so they can potentially use those materials for PlayStation 5s.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. I heard they had made a new version of the PS5 too that apparently is easier to make or something.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
But okay, this is the thing that kind of blows my mind.
3 parts?
3 parts.
Yeah.
Confirmed 3 parts.
Confirmed.
Which means...
But of course, it could be 3 parts, and then they change their fucking minds, or they're fucking with us still and say, oh, just kidding.
I don't think they'll do that, though. I really don't think that they would tell us 3 parts and then come back and be like, well, JK, we're going to do 5.
Yeah,
but
we're going to get to the end of the 3rd one, and then, I don't know, fucking Genova's going to kill Sephiroth, and Genesis is going to have a baby with Genova, and who the fuck knows?
You know what? We didn't really see any hint that Genesis is showing up in Remake. Which...
Well, I mean, okay, I want to kind of talk a little bit more about...
Wait. Okay.
The Ever Crisis.
Ever Crisis, yeah.
Which, okay, it's... Why the fuck don't they have a release date on that yet? What the hell are they waiting for?
They say beta for 2022, so I think it's going to be like limited access or something for certain people, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what's taking this Ever Crisis so long.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. They've committed.
That's a good point, Jorgs. Like, there's going to be tons of DLC on top of that, so like,
yeah,
it's not just going to be 3 parts.
Right. That's true. But at least I will say better. It's not as bad as Kingdom Hearts, because Kingdom Hearts is like it's not only that there's like 8 games between like Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3, but like 4 of those games are like exclusive for the like Nokia flip phone. It's like, it's dumb shit that's like, why, like, you don't, they put their games all over the fucking place. At least like FF7's content has stayed PlayStation. You're right. It's not as bad so far. That's so a good point.
Well, because I mean, there was that old, like what was it? They even showed it at the beginning. The
do you want to hop into this Discord? You could if you wanted to.
What's the name of that Turks game? That was the mobile game
before Crisis.
Before Crisis.
Yeah.
So I mean, like,
it's
not as bad as Kingdom Hearts, but it's not like everything is super accessible.
No, you're right, and we never even got Before Crisis. The thing I am most excited about for Ever Crisis is just being able to play Before Crisis.
Yeah,
because that's going to be part of it.
Yeah, that's.
And I think the reason. Oh, it's all good, man. I just wanted to offer it up. I think the reason they are kind of holding off on Ever Crisis is because they did say that once they started releasing it, there would be like new episodes weekly.
Weekly? Is that what they said?
I want to say that one of their original trailers like promoted that, and they're probably like, we shot ourselves in the foot with that shit because like now they realize like we need to have enough of a backlog of content that we can put these out every week and not like pass where we are with remake.
Right.
So,
that
God,
makes sense. That makes sense.
so how the fuck are they going to fit this shit into 3 games? That just blows my mind. I gotta believe now that
they're just changing it so much that they're just.
You think so?
That's what it's gotta be. Like
I can't imagine.
With all the
Yeah.
Zack shit, like it's gonna be so different. Zack is
Exactly,
alive.
because Zack
What
is
the
gonna
fuck?
add so much more content to the game.
Yeah.
So like it's not like you can just like go through like Chocobo fucking Farm, Junon, Costa del Sol, Corel, Gold Saucer, Cosmo Canyon, Nibelheim, and it's gonna pace like that because then you got Gungaga too. Like, then you're also gonna have to intercut that with whatever the fuck is going on with Zack.
Right.
So,
and he's walking into Midgar. So like, I mean, he could be doing a whole. I mean, it's got obviously new Midgar stuff.
They're really hitting that hard. I know. I'm like that's something that I don't know if I'm super thrilled about because it's like even by the end of Intergrade, as much as I enjoyed playing or Intermission, as much as I enjoyed playing the Yuffie stuff because Yuffie was just fun, I'm just like I'm so sick of the Midgar aesthetic. Like
Right.
I'm
I
so
remember you saying
sick
that
of
in your
the
stream, yeah, and I
the like
agreed.
Mako reactors and the Shinra buildings
Right.
and the like.
And I think
it's just
in the original game without Intergrade, I think it was a good amount. Like I got my fill. Like I'm ready to move on. But then Intergrade was you were in that Shinra building for so long,
and it was just
and it
like
was just padding, and it was just like, let's just get to the story and move on, man.
Yeah, and I started to feel like they are really trying to make the most out of these assets like that they built.
Yeah.
And trying to just like copy paste these very similar environments. And I think I told you like we were talking about it like there is a level in Stranger to Paradise that is basically like a Mako reactor.
Yeah.
Like that is how much Square Enix and specifically like Creative Business Unit 1 is trying to like take these assets that they built for like remake and then just put them everywhere.
Yeah.
I
mean, it's cost effective, but
it's cost effective, but it's fucking boring, dude.
Right.
And if Zack is just gonna be running around Midgar and it's gonna be the same freaking like junkyards and Mako reactors and Shinra warehouses.
And like you've already got reactors, like more reactors coming anyways, so
yeah,
we're just gonna be spending more time in reactors.
And it's like people are already like a big subset of this fan base is already gonna be so like pensive about like the Zack segments of the game, right?
Right.
So you're not gonna be doing yourself too many favors by making in addition to like forcing Zack into this story where he doesn't really belong, also making his shit feel super repetitive and like tired.
Yeah.
Like the way that you're gonna make Zack fun and interesting is by like making his stuff just really wild and out there. The same way that like Laguna in like 8
Squall, yeah.
Like how when you switch to Laguna, you're seeing these radically different settings.
Yeah.
That you like haven't seen before. And you're experiencing something so unfamiliar that it's like exciting and cool.
Yeah.
And
you get to like speculate as to what's really going on here and
it's the most thought-provoking aspects of the game is when you're just suddenly thrown into this totally different party and you're just like whoa, wait, what's going on? Who are these people? Like what is the political context of what's happening here?
Right.
Like
Hey Catherine. Yes, we are discussing all of the news that that was just shown.
Yeah. I Overall, I'm hyped though, man. I think that trailer looked cool. It was kind of in a way a lot more than I expected to get. I thought we would just kind of get a little flourish of. I thought we would just get like similar to what we got with Remake, and it would just be one kind of shot.
Right, just Cloud walking down a reactor hallway and then like pan out. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
I thought we would maybe get like a silhouette shot of like everybody sitting around like the Cosmo candle or whatever, and just like the kind of everybody in front of the fire, which would have been cool. Like that would have been a really cool way to just tease the story.
I think that is what I'm most excited about next is Cosmo Canyon. Like,
but dude,
as far as the setting,
if they're pushing to the end of Disc 1, dude, I mean, we might get Temple of the Ancients. We might get Sid, bro.
I know.
We might get Sid.
Oh man. Yeah.
I'm really happy.
We're obviously getting Vincent in this one.
We're getting Vincent in this one.
So close to him already.
Getting Kate Sith. We're getting. Yeah. Kate Sith's gonna be weird. I don't know how that's gonna work, but fuck it.
Again, one of those mispronunciations. Probably gonna be Ketchi.
Oh, Ketchi. You're right. Yeah. Ketchi,
which that's gonna be
I
weird.
can get used to. I can get used to. It's gonna be weird and it's gonna be hard, but it almost kind of flows better. Ketchi.
It kind of does, yeah.
Once you get used to saying it, Ketchi flows better than Kate.
It does. Sith. Yeah, it does.
I don't know, man. I mean, there's not much. Like,
go back, replay the Ever Crisis. I remember there was stuff I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, let's do the Ever Crisis again.
Are you gonna get any of the merch?
You know what? That cloud clock looks pretty cool. I just bet it's like $6,000.
Oh right, yeah. I kind of like the bracelet. Like I'm not gonna get it, but the bracelet looked pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know what that is though. Is it like a carbon bangle or some shit?
I think
or is
so,
that
yeah, something like that. Like one of the things you.
Or maybe Aerith's. Aerith's got like special bracelets, right?
Maybe, yeah, because there were a couple of them.
I'm excited, dude. I'm excited for Ever Crisis.
Oh, for sure. I'm almost. After seeing this, I'm almost more excited for this than Rebirth.
Yeah.
And I love how they keep saying another possibility for a remake. Like this is what we know we should have done, but this is what
we know. Like half of you really wanted,
right?
But.
But this looks awesome.
I know.
All of this, like, this is what we wanted. We're just getting it in a mobile version instead of a high-budget PlayStation 5.
Maybe when it's all said and done, they'll port it to Switch.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm fine with it being on mobile. Okay, and here's what I was saying during my stream. I hope that this is not free-to-play. I just want to pay for this game, and I don't want microtransactions and ads and all this other shit. I just want to pay for the game and have it.
That's a good point. But then, are you gonna want to pay for every? Okay, and also these outfits, like Tifa and Aerith have these like.
Right, that's obviously microtransactions, which like.
Yeah, you're right.
Again, like I want to just pay for the game.
This is Ever Crisis, yeah. Which Ever Crisis is basically like the entire compilation of Final Fantasy VII, sort of. And okay, this is probably what you were referencing, right?
Right, yeah.
So we see, but this is Crisis Core stuff,
right? But
they just spliced it. They spliced it between, because the first thing I thought when I saw this was, wait, are they going to make it explicit that they're going to Nibelheim to find Genesis? But this is clearly Lizard talking to Zack.
Yeah. I don't know.
So yeah, that's a little bit of trickery there. I think we're getting Crisis Core stuff, and then we're getting a lot of the beginning. All right, what's the furthest plot thing we actually see in OG FF7 here?
Yeah.
Is it Nibelheim flashback?
I think that. Yeah, this seems like. Yeah, I don't think we see anything beyond this.
Okay.
Yeah, and then that's Advent Children shit, right?
Okay. No, this. Okay. Yes. Who is this?
That's what I thought. Like, whatever.
It's
But
Riku.
Riku.
God damn it! This Kingdom Hearts bullshit.
Oh
Trying to
God.
explain to Ever Crisis.
Nomura can't help himself. Oh God.
No, that's none of the Advent Children guys, is it?
They could just be taking like a different spin on him. I don't know.
Who the fuck is that?
But like that's I don't know. That's like maybe that's what they want you to think because that's what immediately came to my mind was.
Yeah, that was the first thing I thought, but then I immediately thought like that doesn't quite match anybody's hair.
Right.
Because like Kadaj has the like just a little bit longer. And then I don't remember the other two, but then there's the guy who has like the spiky white hair and then the guy who has the really long hair.
Yeah. It's obviously not that guy.
Yeah, it's obviously not the guy with the super short hair or the super long hair, so it could potentially be Kadaj, but like
It's gotta be Kadaj.
That still doesn't look like him though. And he's wearing and why would he be in Nibelheim?
Why is he in Final Fantasy VII at all?
Because Advent Children, bro. Because they needed money.
Why are they teasing this new character anyways?
I don't know what the fuck this means. I don't know if this is like we're seeing different ages of Sephiroth here because I feel like we almost see. I feel like we almost see three different. I almost feel like we see three different guys there.
You think?
What's up, AJ?
Yeah, Catherine just said that, like, right as you said that, an alternate Sephiroth.
Yeah, like, it might be that we see... That is weird. I would say there is more to unpack there than there even was in Rebirth.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is that Sephiroth bit there? There's not really a lot to talk about with Crisis Core because it doesn't seem like they've really changed anything.
Right. It's reunion.
Zach speaking.
But I think these graphics are undeniably.
I can cut loose.
Is this
like
yeah? Let it play. No, that is that. You're right. It is definitely better. And what is it for?
Everything. It's for everything. Whatever you own, you can play this game now or soon. And I don't. Right. Was there a release date?
First.
This winter.
It's all specifically Final Fantasy VII stuff.
PlayStation 4, 5, Switch, Xbox, Steam. Okay, so it's on everything.
Yeah, anything you got, you can pretty much play. You're going to be able to play Crisis Core, which is great.
Honestly,
that's
it's about time. Like
that's a smart thing,
right? It's been locked on PSP for so long.
Yeah, I would love to stream Crisis Core, but it's like you have to jump through so many hoops to do it, and I just wasn't willing to do that. So I'm excited about this. I'm definitely going to stream this game. I played this game very briefly. I don't even think I got through very far of it. I forget. I think I borrowed it from my cousin. Did I borrow it from you?
I borrowed it from Eric Hemsel, so maybe you borrowed it from me from Eric Hemsel.
Possibly.
That sounds familiar.
I borrowed it from somebody, and I played part of it.
Cause...
I've watched like every cutscene from this game like 30 times on YouTube though. So I'm extremely familiar with the story of Crisis Core. I just I didn't really I played it briefly and I was like, this is
I'm glad that you want to stream it because I think I'd much rather just watch you play it than play it again myself.
No, it's not a super fun game, but I'll power through it and there are elements of Crisis Core that I think are good. I think it's got a good ending. I think it's got a good soundtrack. I love Cisne, but I've got I have my thing for Turks.
Yeah.
They're all cool. That's about it though. I don't like anything else from Crisis Core. Let's just watch the fucking rebirth.
Okay.
Ask.
Okay.
Written can be changed. That's set in stone.
それではどうぞご覧ください。
Thank you, Katasa.
What we've done, that's set in stone. The past is forever. But the future, even if it has been written, can be changed. So focus on the future, not the past.
He wants to finish what he started. He wants to reclaim his birthright and rule over the planet with Genova at his side. I saw you lying there. I figured it was too late.
Wait, what are you implying?
Yeah, this is 100% in-game graphics because you can see the
Yeah, you can see like the compass at the top and
yeah.
I honestly I would be
And the
surprised
command down
if
here.
like this if this whole game wasn't an engine. Like that would not surprise me if it was.
Lying? That I died? That I'm some kind of imposter?
I hope so because I like the engine graphics better than their FMV graphics, to be completely honest.
Yeah. They do like the characters just look different and weird.
Yeah.
You were here with me 5 years ago. Where are you? What happened to you?
And the white feather obviously
It's so hard to find you.
Sorry. Feel like I failed you.
Okay. So the construction. Hello?
The construction? What do you mean?
Like look at I mean Midgard is Midgard just always under construction? Is that a thing that we just
Sorry. Feel like
they're like building
Are they rebuilding Sector 7? Or Sector 7?
If so, that means this is it's possible that they're just always sort of working on that could be Sector 6 too, right? Because Sector 6 is like partially destroyed and they were rebuilding it, right?
Yeah, that would make more sense if, in the timeline, I guess there's still
We don't know what the fuck is going on with the timeline. So
Right.
Zack could be literally anywhere in time, carrying Cloud to literally anywhere in time.
Yeah.
And if they're rebuilding a part of the plate, that's either just Sector 6 and we're overthinking it, or this is the future.
Yeah. Maybe. It could be.
Oh my god, what if this is the future? That would explain why Eric isn't there.
So maybe it'll be canon that
Hey Melinda, what's up?
Maybe this is like just legit after Meteor Fall and everything.
Maybe? I mean, like, what the fuck? I didn't even.
We know that like at the end of the last game, they were already starting to rebuild Sector 7 because everybody from
but
Sector
like
7 lived.
That we saw like the people of the slums rebuilding Sector 7. We didn't see like Shinra up there with like cranes and shit putting out like steel.
I guess they're the only ones that could do that, I guess. You're right.
And we know like canonically that President Shinra was like, nah, fuck Sector 7.
Yeah.
I'm not rebuilding that. So okay, so that doesn't make sense then. Why would they be rebuilding? This has gotta be we gotta just be seeing Sector 6 then. Or there's just there's some side of Midgard that's just being built. And we've not. I don't know. We're probably overthinking that.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
You never know.
I just want to be on record for noticing things if we're right.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm gonna be the first person to say Zack and Cloud are in the future. Even though I'm sure fucking like Sleep Easy's already all over that shit if it's true.
Okay, and here, like, I mean, you can't see Shinra Tower in that shot.
Yeah, but would you be able to see Shinra Tower from that angle Anyway.
I don't know. I just want to be the one to notice that you can't see it.
This is okay.
It could be after weapon and everything, and
this is Advent Children timeline. Zack and Cloud are gonna go fight Deep Ground.
They're building the Denny's.
They're building the Denny's in Midgar.
Oh man.
We're
If you
being on
don't
the
get
other side
that
of
reference,
600
you should have
hours.
watched our Final Fantasy VII playthrough of the original game.
It's true.
That was
It's true.
that was a hilarious moment.
All right, so we don't. They're refusing to say what the last one is called.
Yeah. That makes sense. I don't blame him for that.
Reunion, maybe rejoining. No, that's 14. Who knows? Who cares?
Reconciliation.
Reconciliation. This is our apology for fucking with you in remake. I'm excited, dude. Rebirth is gonna take a weird trajectory, I think. I think
sure.
we're going to get I don't know.
I just want to say I like the like red gradient at the bottom of the logo. I think
cool.
that looks real cool.
It's kind of ominous too, which is appropriate.
Yeah.
How do I feel about Crisis Core remake this winter? I mean, Mephisto, hey, what's up? I'm excited. I'm excited because I only we were just saying that I borrowed Crisis Core from somebody and played like part of it, and then I watched most of the rest of it on YouTube because I just didn't really enjoy it. And I have mixed feelings about Crisis Core. It's not my favorite part of the compilation. I'm excited to play it and stream it because I'm definitely going to do that. But yeah, this winter can also still mean next year, though. Keep that in mind. And also keep in mind that next winter can still mean 2024. So I think we're getting maybe Crisis Core remaster. It's a remaster. I don't think it's a remake. It's Crisis Core Reunion, which it looks like a remaster. It really doesn't look like a remake. If it was a remake, we'd see things that weren't shot for shot exactly Crisis Core. It looks like they've touched up the graphics significantly, but it's essentially the same game, which is fine. Maybe they'll fix the battle system a little bit so it's not so freaking tedious.
And then at least have like a speed up mode, kind of like they do in all the other remasters.
Maybe the conflict. What's the fucking female voice that just never shuts the fuck up in that game? The conflict resolved or whatever the fuck.
Oh yeah, yeah.
If they could just get rid of that, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
UI does look tidied up. Some intern is throwing darts at the R pages of the dictionary.
Well, they still had like that slot machine thing that really never made any sense to me, and I played through the entire game.
That slot machine paid off at the end, I think.
I don't even remember what happened at the end.
At the end, when he's dying, the slot machine just shows memories of all the people who were important to him.
Oh yeah.
And it just kind of glitches out. I think the slot machine was a stupid feature that it made sense for what they were doing mechanically with the ending. And at the end I was like, okay, I get why you made us suffer through this shit for the rest of the game, because this is actually kind of cool. And this is decently good video game storytelling. And I honestly think the ending of Crisis Core is really solid. Having not played it myself, I've just watched it. But I did like it. I do like aspects of the story. I love Cisne, like I said, and I like the music. Yeah. And anytime you see the Turks, I'm just happy.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, I hate Genesis and I hate Angeal and I hate what they did to Aerith and Tifa to make Zack super cool. I kind of hate what they did to Sephiroth to make Genesis and Angeal characters. Like, I have a lot of issues with Crisis Core, but I'm excited to play it, and it looks cool. It looks like they've put effort into making it better. I am really like I don't know about this, man. I don't know how they're gonna do this.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
this was just Midgar. Midgar is like 10% of the game.
Yeah.
They're gonna fit the other 9. They're gonna do 45 more percent of the game here and the other 45 here.
I guess.
Like, I could see there's a lot of opportunity to streamline disc 2. Like, you can trim shit, I guess. There's so much of disc 2 that I love, though. Like, I don't like I think my biggest anxiety moving forward is like some of the weird side shit that isn't as iconic are some of my favorite parts of the game.
Yeah.
And I would just be so heartbroken. You can get through a lot of the game if you cut the overworld stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
That's kind of what
I mean, like, really no world map and just kind of FF13 it, where it's just like very linear. And even 10 worked really well being a pretty linear game.
Like, I can't imagine that they're gonna have that much chocobo stuff. Like, you're probably not gonna do like chocobo breeding and all that.
Yeah, I doubt that. I doubt we're gonna get the excessive side quests. And I mean, most of I don't know.
Obviously, they've already done the Fort Condor stuff. I don't think that's coming back.
So you think you think Fort Condor has just manifested as a minigame and will not appear in the actual story?
Yeah. Yeah. We'll get
I think
Phoenix some other way.
Or they've really just made the summons not part of the story, really.
Yeah.
So we might just get Phoenix from Chadley.
Yeah, probably.
And which sucks because some of the summons did play into the story in a cool way, like Phoenix and like Leviathan.
Yeah.
You think there will be chocobo breeding? It'll just be easier. That's possible.
Yeah. I tried chocobo breeding once, and like doing it without a guide, and then I just got pissed off because I was doing it wrong.
Oh yeah, you can't do chocobo breeding without a guide.
I was like,
does anyone
all you have to
ever
do
actually
is find the best chocobos and then breed them, and then you get better
Oh, no.
chocobos? No,
No.
that is not how that works.
Yeah, no, here's the thing though, Jorgs. I genuinely think we could potentially get every single summon from Chadley. Like,
yeah.
So that just could. I mean, Chadley's not going anywhere, guys. He is gonna be there in Northern Crater,
Thank
down
God.
at the fucking point when we're all standing around that that green like live stream shit. Chadley will be there. He'll be there, and he'll be our save point.
God willing. God willing.
Well, there's no save points in Remake, but like, he'll be there, and we'll be able to fight all kinds of. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You gotta sacrifice some things. If we can keep most of the story intact by like relegating some of the side questy shit to just like streamlined options, I'm okay with that. That's probably an unpopular take. I know a lot of people love FF7 for like the side quest stuff, and I do too. I mean, I breeded a gold chocobo. I did that. I did it with a guide. Of course, I didn't do it on my own, but like,
Yeah. Like,
so where do we think Rebirth ends then?
That's I don't know.
Because I definitely, and I'm sticking to this. I'm holding to this. I heard a fucking Aerith line from the date. I heard that shit. I heard Aerith say, "I'm trying to find you," which is what she says to Cloud when they're in the freaking gondola, and she's like talking about how she sees Zack in you, but she's trying to find like the real Cloud. Like, that's That is I don't know. That
That's
to me
pretty
is
far.
confirmation that either they're gonna move that conversation forward, which of course they could do, or we're gonna get the date earlier, or we're gonna get all the way to the date. But if there's only 3 parts, I mean, we're gonna have to get to probably Northern Crater in this next part, right? Or at least to Aerith's, like, at least to Temple of the Ancients.
Yeah. That's got to be in the next one.
You think Temple of the Ancients is where the next one ends?
Probably.
And
That
then
would be my guess.
And then that means that the third game would essentially start with
What's right after that? Is that when Cloud starts going crazy?
I mean, after Temple of the Ancients is when Aerith leaves the party, and then she goes off and gets Sephiroth.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like because already so much of the remake has led up to that point. Like that is the biggest point of contention with everything that with Destiny's Crossroads. I mean, I feel like that whole chapter was just all about at least throwing you off to what's going to happen in Temple of the Ancients.
Well, the Temple of the Ancients isn't where Aerith dies, though. She dies at the city, at the ancient city.
Yeah, but it's right after. Right, it's right after the Temple of the Ancients.
So, but that means that like if we started the next game, which it could work, because if they're going to subvert it, right? If they're going to subvert Aerith's death, the time to do it would be almost in the cold open of the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it seems like they're going to subvert Aerith's death. Like, she's too much of a fucking rock star in this version of the game.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't think they're going to get rid of her. And part of me is like, the story doesn't work with her not dying. But also, I'm just like, whatever, man. Whatever, bro. I don't even care. So Mephisto, you think that we're making it at least to Temple of the Ancients? If it's even following the same chronology, yeah. I'm gonna listen. These little things, I'm gonna throw my shit in there. So if it turns out to be true, I'm right.
Right. Because no one goes back and says, "Oh, this guy was wrong about this and that." They only go back if you're right. So throw as many crazy theories as you got out there. You're like, "See, I called it."
We could fucking meet Sid and Junon and then steal the fucking Highwind there, and then fucking not even get on that freighter and fly right to fucking Cosmo Canyon and learn all about the fucking live stream, and then go and explore that continent with like Cosmo Canyon as our home base, and then like Sid joins the party right the fuck away, which makes sense because Sid is like a really important character to join you that late in the game. And then also we get to Cosmo Canyon earlier, which is a whole lot of really important exposition.
Yeah.
And then we can go to Gold Saucer or Costa del Sol. And
long-
Costa del
as
Sol
long
can
as-
almost be a fucking side quest hub because it's like you don't.
As long as we get Costa del Sol, that's all
Yeah,
I really care about.
we will get Costa del Sol. There's no shot we don't get Costa del Sol. I think we've even seen like leaked footage of the mocap actors like
oh really
with beach umbrellas and like laying out like
all right.
we know Costa del Sol's happening.
Okay, good.
It's 100%. And Gold Saucer 100%.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I need the Dine shit. That shit is too good.
Yeah.
Costa del Sol will be a Honeybee Inn situation. So will Gold Saucer too, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, like Honeybee Inn was kind of the preview for all the quirky shit we're gonna get in this game.
Yeah.
Because like the other continent is way more degenerate, like when you really think about it. Well, not really.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I guess in my mind, my headcanon for Gold Saucer is that it's like it's wild, and that Costa del Sol is kind of wild too. But like now that I think about it, I have nothing to
Yeah,
back that up
no, I
with.
think
It's
they're both pretty chill.
I think
Like,
Wall Market is as bad as it gets.
right, for sure. You don't have anybody anywhere else in the world kidnapping women into prostitution, like sex trafficking.
That's not true. Wu Tai.
Does that happen in Wutai?
Yeah, Don Corneo's capturing women in Wu Tai too.
Okay, right. But still, that's Don Corneo from Wall Market.
Well, yeah, but he's hiding out in Goto's basement, so it's like there's some kind of collusion there, right?
I guess, maybe.
But I mean, they've completely changed canonically who Goto is, right? Because he was and somebody else when I was streaming like reinforced this. Like Goto I always assumed was like a political leader in Wu Tai. But in this version they imply that he's like in prison.
Oh yeah.
Well, they talk
Was
about
that
it, right?
that was an intergrade?
That was an intermission. Yeah, they
Or
talk about how
intermission?
like
Whatever.
he's in prison because Yuffie like is like my old drunk in prison or something, and then Sonon's like, hey, that's my master you're talking about.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm almost certain they're talking about Goto, who I thought was like kind of a power player in the Wu Tai politics, but I guess he's
Right,
not,
yeah,
or he
I
is.
thought he was like the head of Wutai.
Yeah, I always kind of assumed he was, and I think most people did. But he apparently he isn't, or he's on the outs, or there's some kind of political coup happening in Wutai. I hope there's a very complex political like situation going on in Wutai.
Yeah.
Like when
It
we
seems like,
eventually get there.
yeah. And I mean, there's a lot of talk of Wutai in the first one, and like
Mhm.
how they're seen as like terrorists and
So do you think Wu
like,
Tai happens in this next game?
I mean, we've already got Yuffie.
We got Yuffie, right? Well, yeah, she hasn't officially
Maybe
joined
all
the
the
party yet.
DLC is just gonna be Yuffie.
I
Maybe
would
then
hate that. I hope to
know.
God that's not true. Bring Yuffie into the main story. Yuffie's amazing.
Yeah.
She needs to be part of the cast, and she will be.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
I
I'm
think
just saying, like, going to Wutai could easily be DLC.
it could be, but I think it's going to be a central part of the story.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. It is definitely more important. I'd even say more important than in the original game, with how much they bring it up.
It was kind of a afterthought in the original game, which is interesting because it was so essential to like the history and the lore of like Gaia, or I think Gaia is technically the name of the planet in FF7. I mean, you never really hear it, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. But the lore and the history of the world,
Yeah.
like Wu Tai is so important. They're like the only political entity that opposes Shinra. So that make well, and they don't even really oppose Shinra because Goto's kind of a little bitch, but like, um, at one time they did,
Right.
and that makes them very significant.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I think fuck, dude. I mean, there's not they. I feel it on one hand like they gave us a lot more than I expected, but for as much as they gave us, there's just not much to work with
He
here.
wants to finish what he started. He wants to reclaim his birthright and rule over the planet.
So is this the bridge? There's no way. That's way too stable. That's not like the bridge.
I doubt that's the bridge.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even like a rope bridge.
Or no, it's not. Neville Mountains look cool.
Yeah. You know, it makes me think of Roswell.
It does kind of make me think of Roswell. It makes me think of Roswell, and it also makes me think of like later Final Fantasy aesthetics because like FF15 had like shit that looked like this with where you go fight Titan.
Yeah.
And then FF14 has a lot of geography that looks a lot like this. So that's why I was confused when I first saw it, because I was like, is that like a old meteor or something?
No.
Okay, wait, what are you implying? That I died? That I'm some kind of imposter? That's definitely Tifa. I don't know. That's a weird line. What is
And they
fact?
keep
What is fiction?
flashing Aerith and her freaking.
You were here with me.
Yeah.
5 years.
And the white
Materia.
feather obviously represents like Angeal, right?
Yeah.
As opposed to Sephiroth, which is the black
The
feather.
black feather.
Years ago. Where are you? What happened to you?
I'm trying.
And this is essentially the same shit we saw at the end of the first game, right? Like.
Yeah,
It's
I would say
just
this is like
so
immediately
hard to find
after
you.
that happened.
Sorry.
5 years ago.
Like I failed you.
5 years ago?
So what is the timeline?
Well, no, this is like maybe a month or two before the first reactor bombing.
But what was Cloud talking about 5 years ago? He just said it. Go back a little bit.
Okay.
Like I haven't seen you in 5 years or something.
What happened to you?
A little bit farther back.
I'm trying so hard to find you.
Sorry.
Oh, a little bit further back.
Yeah.
You were here with me.
You were here with me 5 years ago.
Okay, so he's clearly talking to Zack.
He's got to be.
Because he's remembering Zack's presence.
So this has got to be the future then, right?
Not necessarily, because 5 years ago.
You know the timeline better than I do. Like when.
Well, he could be talking about 5 years ago as in Nibelheim. So we're just because we're seeing this doesn't mean here means what we're seeing.
Right.
Keep in mind that the dialogue is not necessarily connected to the visual.
Exactly.
We're hearing spliced dialogue on top of. So he's.
But there isn't 5 years between Nibelheim and then in game, like when you're supposed to think this is.
You were here with me 5 years ago. Why would Cloud be using the word here when talking to Zack? Either he's in a dream sequence in coming to terms with Zack's existence. That's possible. Or he is actually meeting Zack in Nibelheim.
Right.
Those to me feel like the two options, right?
Yeah.
So maybe Zack joins the party in fucking Nibelheim? No, God, that would make no sense. Have you guys not played FF7? Yeah, we have. Hi, Lady Maggie.
Hi, Lady Maggie.
But what do you feel like we're missing that's obvious? Like, because I'm thinking if Zack is saying you were here, or not Zack, Cloud is clearly speaking to Zack, right? And saying you were here with me 5 years ago.
I'm trying so hard to find you.
Sorry. Feel like I failed.
But he's using the it's not a pronoun. What is here? Here is a what part of speech is here?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm gonna no, that's not an exclamation. It's an adverb. That's right, adverb. So he's using the adverb here, which he would only use if he was speaking about the location that they were currently in. Cloud has the memory of Zack. Right. Not really, though. I mean, he has like echoes of Zack in his brain, but like he doesn't have a clear enough memory of Zack to process that he exists. I know Cloud is a clone. Like, well, no, Cloud isn't a clone. Cloud is an experiment. Cloud is still Cloud. He's a human turned into sort of a clone. But he's not like essentially a clone. He is still a person. I guess he could just be talking to Tifa.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
He doesn't necessarily have to be talking to Zack, but he's saying it like it's a revelation, like he's just realizing it for the first time. Like, you were here with me 5 years ago. Which makes me feel like he's having this discovery that Zack was with him.
But maybe that could be in that same conversation where Tifa said, you thought I was dead.
Yeah.
Maybe
you think I'm
that's
some kind
part
of
of that
imposter?
conversation. Yeah.
Potentially, yeah. I mean, what am I missing, Lady Maggie? Because I feel like I'm not piecing together what you think is obvious. Zack died 5 years ago, if you remember the game. No, Zack didn't die 5 years ago. Zack died like a couple of months before the game starts, because he makes it all the way back to like the cliff over Midgar. And then he gets killed by the soldiers. And then Cloud just kind of drags his sword, and then Tifa finds him at the train station. And that's the point where like Cloud's like trauma and his like semi-conscious like absorption of not only everything Zack was saying, but his memories of the situation. He just kind of conflated everything, and he took on this identity of Zack. But that all happened, like Zack's death and so on, happened very like in a fairly short time span before I love FF7 too. Absolutely. And I love talking about it. So please don't ever like hesitate to call me out if you think I'm getting something wrong. I think and in remake it implies that it's even been less time, because when they come back from the first bombing mission, Tifa like sets Cloud up with housing.
Right. Yeah.
And it took me a while to realize how weird that is, because that implies that Cloud has never slept there.
Yeah. Like he has just gotten there.
Yeah. So that means that did she literally find Cloud the day before she like sent him off on a freaking mission with Barrett? Like,
I don't remember if there's anything like saying he was already in Midgar in a different area of Midgar.
I feel like in the original it seemed implied that he was kind of there for like a couple weeks to a couple months before the first bombing mission happened.
Yeah.
But in this one it just doesn't make sense, because they would have had him set up and unless that was just something that the writers didn't think about. But like they would have had him set up somewhere to sleep.
Yeah.
If they'd found him a while ago.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still have the game for the PS1. I do not have the console still though. I don't think I ever had a PS1. I think I just had a PS2.
Oh yeah. No, I had both. Lost them both.
Oh.
I mean, I still got my PlayStation 2 though. And my 3 and my 4 and 5 now.
But yeah, timelines are weird.
Yeah,
so
especially in this game. And
Cloud
it
is
seems like
saying
they're making it more complicated.
I think, yeah, I know. Timelines were already hard to follow in FF7, and now they're adding time travel and shit. And
timelines.
I don't think there are timelines. I think we have one timeline here. My heart and my soul hope that Zack is in the fucking live stream, and we're gonna get some end of Lost shit, and Zack is just dead and making peace with the fact that he is all the things that he wasn't able to leave behind when he died. And he just needs to let go of these things that he fought to get back for, but, he has to do this shit. That's my best case scenario. I don't think that's.
I don't think that's what's happening though.
That's fucking copium. I know it. I know it is. It's just it's the least obstructive version of the story that can still let the story pretty much play out.
But the stamp bag.
The stamp bag. The fucking stamp bag. It's the fucking live stream stamp. That's what that is. The stamp bag, yeah. So could Cloud come back to the village he's from with Tifa a few months before the first bombing mission? I don't think so. I don't think that happens. If it does, they don't really talk about that happening. Like going back to Nibelheim before the bombing mission. They definitely go back to Nibelheim like in the course of the story. They and so that's what I want to zone in on that here. Like, you were here with me 5 years ago. He's either talking to Tifa in a sort of like postmodern he did go back to Nibelheim before the bombing mission? Are you sure?
With Tifa?
Well, no, because when
Or-
when they get back to Nibelheim, they're shocked that it's like rebuilt. And if they had gone back before the bombing mission,
Yeah.
they would have already known that. So I'm pretty sure when we get back there in the game, that's the first time they'd been there since like Sephiroth burned it all down. But they're what was I thinking? He came back to Tifa and the village. I don't know. So if the fact that he's saying here means that it's either they're doing some like postmodern thing when he's talking to Tifa in the flashback and he's like, you were here with me, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Or he's having some revelation about Zack. And this could be Zack speaking to him in some dream sequence, because there were a few of those, right? Where like some kind of disembodied voice talks to Cloud.
Right, yeah.
And I think it's mostly implied that that's just the real Cloud trying to break through.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's something to dissect.
Yeah. I mean, it could just be when they get back to Nibelheim, and then I don't know, maybe Cloud forgot that Tifa was there, and he is saying that to Tifa. You were here with me 5 years ago.
Maybe,
Or like,
but he
I don't-
didn't.
in
He
the
didn't
reactor.
forget because she was.
Yeah.
She's in his story.
Yeah.
I feel like he's either saying that to Tifa in the flashback, because he's also telling the story, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's either him telling the story and saying that to Tifa, like as he's telling the story, or that's him like having the revelation as he's saying it to Zack and realizing that Zack, it's her voice telling him that. No, I mean it's clearly Cloud's voice. This is
He wants to finish what he started.
Go back to
That
this.
I'm some kind of imposter?
Alright, that's Tifa.
Where are you?
Okay. It's right here.
Imposter?
You were here with me 5 years ago. Where are you? What happened to you?
Okay, where are you? What happened to you? He's got to be talking about Zach.
If those two lines are connected.
Yeah, true. God
not
damn it. We
convinced
don't know. We don't know. We don't know how much they're splicing things together.
Yeah.
Like, where are you? What happened to you means that he's like having these memories of Zach being with him, but can't piece it together. So, like, maybe Cloud is going to start remembering Zach a lot earlier in the story. Which is weird, because that kind of sets the story on a different track, which I don't know if I like as much. Because I kind of think the way the twist in Northern Crater happens is, like, kind of perfectly executed. Is that Zach talking to Cloud?
You were here with me 5 years ago. Where are you? What happened to you?
Wait, is that Zach?
I don't think so. I think that's Cloud. Like, I mean, we only get like a couple seconds of Zach's voice at the end of the game, but
that kind of sounds like Zach's voice, though.
You think that's Zach? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pull up. I don't know. Zach's voice is.
I'm trying so.
I don't know how
Also,
it's
for the Crisis Core, did they use the new Zach voice actor for?
I think they used all the original voice actors.
Okay, thank God, because the old Zach was so much better. What's his name? Is the guy from fucking
Gomez?
Yeah, Rick Gomez.
Rick Gomez.
From season Band of Brothers too. He was great. He was a phenomenal Zach. Yeah, I think this might be Zach talking actually. Now that like
You were here with me 5 years ago. Where are you? What happened to you?
so he could be talking to Cloud. Wait, now this makes far less sense though. Why would he be? Because he knows what happened to Cloud 5 years ago. Because he saved him. I mean, this isn't 5 years ago. What we're seeing right now on screen, this is like 2 months ago. At most, maybe less with remake, because maybe it's the fucking future because they're rebuilding. Whoa. I don't know.
Hey, Cloud. You see that?
I genuinely don't know, man.
I'm listening to Zach's voice right now at the end of remake.
Listen to his voice at the end of intermission, because I feel like that is more like in the end of remake he's talking a little bit harder, right? Because he's getting ready to fight soldiers. At the end of intermission he's got that softer tone, and this sounds like that same tone. This sounds like that voice. Cloud's voice is a little like rougher. Zach's voice I think is softer, which feels backwards to me. Zach should be more of the like, oh no, I don't want to get on Twitter on stream. That's a terrible idea.
Wedge and Jesse, getting more background on them. That shit was great.
I wonder if anybody's already pushed out a freaking reaction video.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, a lot of the small changes I've been great. I've been very happy with.
Is that all of them?
All right.
They do sound a lot more similar than I remember. Because I guess I was thinking more of like.
Yeah,
Rick
I think
Gomez's voice.
Lady Maggie is actually right. Like, I think this is Zach.
showtime. Come and get it!
Crisis Core reunion.
ファイナルファンタジー7
Where are you? What happened to you?
I'm trying so
I don't know,
hard
it
to
just
find
sounds a
you.
lot like Cloud.
You have a link to a guy who's already posted a reaction video. Who is it? Who already got a reaction video up? Because I respect that. That's some hustle.
Yeah, they
They edited
probably just didn't talk about it for an hour after.
True. It's probably spliced it into their. Yeah, you can link it. I probably won't watch it on stream, but. All right, now I don't know really what I think what I do want to do though is I probably am going to end the stream and restart it.
Okay.
Mage Master 22. Oh no, dude. Part of me just wants to like dive into
fuck me.
all this shit.
I can't stream much longer if I want to eat before work.
It's been a while, huh? Long time no see.
They just Yeah, Cloud and Zack do sound extremely similar in the remake. All right. Did you have anything else you wanted to say? I think I'm gonna hop off. Here.
No, I think I'm basically done.
Okay.
I don't know. I might not.
Even if you want to keep chatting or whatever, I'll just hop in your chat on your channel and.
I think I might jump off. I might stop streaming because that's gonna make it easier for me to like edit. Thank you for the follow. Followers are anonymous. That might have just been you, Lady Maggie. Thank you if that was. But I appreciate you guys being in here for this. This was fun. I was planning originally to stream something after this, but now I kind of just want to. I don't know, maybe start editing my reaction and sort of dive into the shit around this. I'm gonna go ahead and end my stream here.
Okay.
Are you still streaming, K-Nite?
Yeah, I'm at the moment. Yeah, but I'm gonna stop in a minute.
Okay. I'm gonna raid.
You're gonna raid. We can both raid the same person.
I'm gonna raid Destiny Rachel. She's really cool.
Destiny Rachel.
Yeah. Destiny RACHAEL. She's just doing the same shit we're doing.
Okay.
But she's a sweetheart. I love her. But okay, guys, thanks for dropping in. I know it was a short stream tonight. I just don't have it in me to go play a video game after this. I gotta like decompress and shit. But love you all. Thank you.
Thanks,
It was nice to meet you, Lady Maggie. Thanks for dropping in.
Yeah. By the way, my name is K-Nite. If you want to come and follow me as well.
Yeah.
I do a lot of Final Fantasy stuff as well. And me and Fletcher are gonna start playing Final Fantasy. Well, we're gonna play Crystal Chronicles together, but we're gonna jump into 14 soon as well. So All right.
There's a link to K-Nite.
Nothing
All
good.
right. I'm a raid. See you guys.
Bye. See you, Catherine. Thank you. Yeah, it's my last day. I'm excited. Okay. Okay. See you guys Sunday. I think I'll be streaming on Sunday. Back to Soma. Yeah. All right. See ya.